Hi everyone, this is Rising Fun Gaming and welcome to the first part of my Monster Hunter Cross Let's Play. This is currently being recorded live on Twitch television, and you will be seeing this also as an export to YouTube. Now, I'm going to get straight into it, so let's create a character and get familiarized with the village of Belna. Here's our screen, and we're just prompted with all these options. You've got a download option, which takes you to the internet to get some stuff. I like the little Fenny loading animation that they give you there. So they're just getting some information. I'm just going to show you really briefly. Here's some news about the events and the downloadables. Here's some downloadable quests, palicos. There's item packs coming in the future, and some more DLC special favors. So that just shows you that part of things. I've ahead of time downloaded some of the special favors that you can get from having Monster Hunter 4G and Feline Diaries save files, so we might check that out later in game, but we're going to start up now, and this is the section where you would have gotten those items I was talking about from Feline Diaries and also from Monster Hunter 4G. But here we go, let's create a new character. And thank you to everyone on Twitch for voting what I'm going to do. It's going to be a male character this time around, and the name, very original here, it's going to be simply RFG. There we are. Alright, so we've got a male hunter, the default hunter. We've got some face options here. Oh, that guy's angry. But here's just a brief look of what you can get in Monster Hunter Cross. There's actually 2 pages. That guy's funny looking. I'm going to go with the default because I'm pretty happy with that. Alrighty, skin color is here, and you've got a bit of a spectrum. If I get my stylus here, we can be as light or dark as we want. Oh, and simply you can go through the different options by pressing L and R, I'm noticing, so that's really cool. Alright, we've got eye color. I'm not going to mess with that. Who really sees your eyes in this game? Next we've got makeup options, inclusive of beards and facial hair. Stuff like that. I don't know if there's any new ones. Maybe that's a new one. Not sure if I've seen that before. Or that one. Crazy. Again, I'm pretty boring. I like sticking with the default, so there's no makeup, as they are saying it. We've got voices, and I can test that by pressing Y. Again, I'm happy. I'm not too fussy. I'm going to stick with that. We've got some hair types. Must be, again, not fussy. And clothing types. They look to be everything that we've seen before. Ah, plus this one's new, because we're going into the Alps region in Belna village. They've given us some sort of, I don't know, appropriate stuff. I'm so wearing that. I'm happy with that. There we go. I'm not all that boring, am I? I've done something different. So there's my clothes, and then you can simply finish up. Alright, now we can choose our style, or our starting style. This is not going to be locked in or anything like that. I guess I'll do Bushido. And then I can pick my hunter art straight away. Okay. Oh, what's it saying here? Oh, it's saying in the white writing behind, below the boxes at the top, below type 1, it's just saying what's in there. And as your default weapon is sword and shield, it's saying round force, then it's got that guaranteed evasion, and then it's got escape runner. Okay, fair enough, we're happy with that. Now we're prompted to look at A-type or B-type screen. Okay, so we get the on-screen D-pad with the B-type. I've gotten used to the A-type from the demo, we're going to stick with that. And I've also... Yep, now I've got to start a new file. And here we go. The beginnings finally, of my adventure. So, an introduction to Belna village, and here is the village chief, or the mayor. Okay, so he's saying, hey, you're someone we haven't seen about here. Okay, so he's here to give us an introduction to the village on behalf of the Hunters Guild. And he's mentioning the Y Academy as well here. You've done well to make it here. The name of this village is Belna, and I am the mayor. Do you know about the Hunters and the Y Academy people? He asks me. And he's just giving us a background of what the village is made up of in terms of its landmarks and things like that. And he's just pointing out where the Y Academy is. It's that big building over there. And they deal with unlocking the mysteries of the world, I guess. It's a research facility, in other words. And he's just, summing up that this village, replete with all of its various facilities, kind of surrounding the Y Academy, is what makes up Belna village. And everyone cooperates together in order to get things done here. That's been what they've done throughout history. Okay, so he's going to put us straight into the thick of things and talk about what we need to get sorted. So if you continue to the back of the village, there is the Y Academy researcher, or research chief, I guess, who wants me to go and talk to him, or her. Pretty sure it might be a him. They have some white clothing apparently, so if we speak to them, he'll get us going with some missions or things to start getting sorted. And I realise that you've just arrived in the village, but have you decided where you're going to stay? Or we have decided for you. Just introducing my house. We're invited to use it, and inside we'll have our item box, and various weapons will be provided, so he wants us to pick what we would like to use. Oh yeah, and there's the room service card as well, which will give us various services. Okay, so we're to return to the village chief here once we've spoken with the Y Academy, what's his name? Research chief, I guess. Alright, and here he is, replete in his white gear and a big book and glasses. Ah, Hunter-san, nice to meet you. I've heard about you. So you're here in order to, I guess, satisfy some sort of errand or quest for the Y Academy. It seems that that's our purpose for coming to Belna village in the first place. Okay, so apparently the Y Academy communicates with other research facilities around the world. Things about monsters, ecology. I guess they're very good about that sort of thing. That's their specialty. Pretty much anything to do with the monsters they research. And sometimes they go and visit the habitats of the monsters and do surveys. However, there are times where they get assailed by monsters in the middle of their investigations or surveys. So they want to improve the safety of things, I guess. So in order to do that, we need people like you, hunters. In order, and the researchers will be relying on us and giving us quests to, I guess, help with their research, make it safe for them. At the moment, they're researching the ancient forest, which is the new area in Monster Hunter Cross. And there's lots of areas that are unknown to them, and I guess they don't have enough people to help them out with investigating and clearing the path, I guess. And because of that, we've invited hunters such as yourself to come and help us out at the Y Academy, so you're a very welcome sight. Well, you can see that mountain in the far distance. And you can see that big, is it some sort of rock or coal structure, and the big snowy mountain tops? I'm not exactly sure what he's referring to. Okay, so that's where the research facility is established. And also there's a hunter guild set up there. That's called the Gathering Hall. Yep, we know about that. And so together with the guild, they cooperate in order to help them out with their research, obviously to take care of the monsters. At the Gathering Hall there is the guild manager. So we should definitely go and say hello to them. Sorry for the long talk, he says to us. So, I think he's gotten some other people gathered to talk to me or something to that end. But he wants us to go back to the village chief there to talk to him. Alright, there's something that he wants to tell us about. Alrighty. Ah, it's the hunter. So you've spoken to the Y Academy research guy? Well then. Seems as though you've finished with the formalities here. Right. It seems that it's taken a little bit of time, so I guess he's apologetic about that. Okay, he wants us to try our first quest. I think something about something light, because it's the first test that we're doing. But first he wants us to get our stuff sorted, just you know, get our items, get our gear ready, and then head on over to the quest counter. Speaking of that, this is the quest counter here, with this uniformed lady here. And we're to choose a 1-star quest from the quest counter. And we'll be learning the basics of hunting. And on top of that, we'll have a training quest too. I have a feeling that the training quest will give us access to More hunter arts, but that's a guess for now. And within the village we've also got a general goods store, we've got a weapon, an armourer, basically some merchants that will help you out with your hunting lifestyle. And at the entrance to the right side there is, oh yeah, the Palico Plaza. And that's where all the felines are at the moment, the palicos, yep. There's also the feline girl, or the palico girl, whatever you'd like to call her. And she will be responsible for managing various things to do with the cats. Good old palicos. Right then, and finally, oh, he's going to give us something to help us out with our preparation, so he's probably going to give us some cash here. And once we're all done, go to the quest counter, he reminds us. 1500 Zenny. Alrighty, so we have the first part of the story sorted here. What we'll do is just a brief run around of the village, see all the different characters here, the minor characters. This is Karista, the instructor rather. Okay, so you've done well to get here. I am the... yeah, he's going to instruct us about hunting styles, hunter arts. Okay, he's asking us if we understand about those two things, as we may be a noob. Okay, so he's going to explain to us what the hunting arts and hunting styles are. Would we like to listen to it? I'm going to say no, because at this point we all know. If you're new to Monster Hunter Cross, you will learn throughout the Let's Play what they are. But then he's just saying us, seeing as we understand, we'll be able to, if we forget things, check it out in the Hunter Notes, which we have in the Start menu. So when you are lost, confer with the Hunter Notes. What would you like to learn, he asks. Cool, so we've got this menu, hunting style and hunter arts. And we've got all these. We've already equipped the Bushido at the startup. And we've got guaranteed evasion. Some people are calling it perfect evade. I don't like that translation, so I'm going to be referring it to as guaranteed evasion. We've got escape runner, and we've got round force. These are the ones that I can equip or I can buy. Let's see what happens when I click. Okay, it's just giving us an explanation of the ones that we have available. Cool. Alright, so come back anytime to study with me. This will be the outfitter, armourer guy. Is he a Wyverian? Yeah, he is, because he's height. I'm not sure if I can see his ears poking out, but yeah, there he is. Hey, I am the village's armourer. You are the new hunter that came to this village, aren't you? Nice to see, well met, and welcome to you, he says. If you are a hunter's son, then you'll definitely be needing some of these wares in order to do a good hunt. And to someone like you, I will explain about the armourer. Okay. So we can make armour and strengthen armour, and weapons, by the way. Okay, they're just explaining that you need money and materials to make them. Nothing new here really, by the looks. You're just giving us example. You can use stuff like monster bones and various other equipments like ores to make the various equipments. And then you'll get to a point where you'll be able to upgrade them. And again, it will require some more materials and money and stuff like that. No matter what it is you'd like to make, leave it up to me. Alrighty then. We've got the option to make weapons, armor, strengthen or upgrade, and then we've also got the decorations. At this point I don't think we're going to be really being able to make anything because we don't have materials. However, we do get like a lovely look on the bottom screen of how to check out the image of the thing. We can do that, So zooming, moving it up and down. So this is, it's new, they're putting this on the bottom screen. So in previous game 4G, it was all on the top screen, so that's pretty hype. I like that. I don't think there's anything else to really remark about it. The 3 series that they're showing us, one of them will, at least 2 of them should be familiar. The first one is the Belna series, so that's the special series of weapons unique to this area of the world. And then we've got the iron and bone stuff, and I'm sure that's going to be, yep, the same throughout. We won't spend too much time in this. Very nice. Armor wise, we've got leather, chain, and Beruda turban. So it's not called Belna, it's called Beruda. Belda turban. Interesting. Alright. And then we've got the upgrades, which won't be coming into it just yet. We'll just see what it looks like. In the top screen at the bottom left, we've got something different looking, don't we? We've got something called strengthening or upgrade contents, and then in the green bar to the right it says level up. And you've got all these question marks against a lot of at least 5 sword and shields we can upgrade into, and it will be available at level 3 for the first 2. The third upgrade will be available at level 4, and the fourth and fifth will be level 5. So there's other things you have to do before I think you get a transformation in the type or the skin. So in order to get access to these, we're going to have to do a basic upgrade to level 1, which requires iron ore, for example. Interestingly, we do not get a preview of the future upgrades. Alright, they're keeping it a fun mystery for us for now. When it comes to the armors, yeah, just expending Zenny and armor spheres. Basic stuff. Good, moving on. This will be the feline outfitter. They don't have a pressing conversation for us. We've got the postcat. He doesn't do anything in cross, I believe, so we're not going to spend any time with him. Who do we have here? Your name, Belna. Oh, okay, this will be the kitchen. We'll get into that a little bit later on, and we'll take a quest. Lastly, for this first episode of my story Let's Play, let's just have a quick look inside. We've got the board where we can do lots of things regarding equipping and putting the felines or the palicos into your service. You can change between hunter and nyanta. There's lots of things you can do to your nyanta within here. You can also access your equipment sets, all sorts of things like that. We've got our equipment box and we've got our bed. Alright, that's going to be enough for the first episode. Hopefully you really enjoyed it. This has been a brief a brief introduction to Belna Village, recorded live on Twitch television, and you'll be seeing this on YouTube pretty soon. Alright guys, that's going to do for now. My name's Rising Fun Gaming. If you haven't already, consider a follow to my Twitch channel and a subscription to my YouTube. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye for now.